harsh truth about twin flame separation. Are twin flames in separation truly happy? There seem to be people who are truly happy, but I believe that many are either in denial or living an ego-driven life without even realizing it, not doing the inner work required. This isn't a judgment, everyone's journey is their own. It's just my opinion. Perhaps not everyone has to make sacrifices on this journey. Maybe some have it easier as twin flames incarnated in this world, or maybe they simply choose to see it all in a positive light. This is probably an ego statement, but personally, I find the twin flame journey to be the hardest thing I've ever experienced. We now understand that being a twin flame is about aligning with the soul, not about being happy. It feels as if, unless we reach a state of perfection, our desires cannot manifest. The love we feel on this journey is profound and worth everything. Yet not being able to be with our physical twin, or anyone else, is pure torture. Yes, it's true that after we heal and face our fears, we feel better. But getting there is incredibly scary and painfully slow. No one talks about the dark side of this journey, the truth about how ugly it can get. When we face ourselves in the twin flame mirror, the distortions, the negative thoughts, the anger, the sheer unfairness of it all, the exhaustion of the lone journey. Why do other people get to have a normal life while we have to go through this alone? Many on this journey are married, have children, friends, family, activities, money. They live in the matrix. They don't need to be with their physical twin because they aren't forced to confront being alone with their soul. With all their inner shadows, they have distractions, a busy life, and yet they say, how wonderful this journey is. And then there are those of us who are also conditioned by the matrix. Who would love to have all of that? A partner to share life with, stability, connection, but can't, because we're on a spiritual journey toward enlightenment. And let's be honest, that's one of the hardest things anyone can ever go through. Yet there are people who claim this is the best thing that ever happened to them. Some even turn it into a business to help others on the journey. Meanwhile, there are those of us whose soul has forced us to lose everything, to stand completely alone with no support from anyone in the matrix, still trying to survive in this world, and yet we're expected to accept it all, to stay present, in the moment, indefinitely, to somehow find peace simply in the fact that we exist. This subject always triggers me, as you can probably tell. Am I the only one who feels this way? Am I really all alone in this? To be an individual completely on one's own in such a narcissistic world is exhausting. It feels like I'm being pushed by some unseen force on this wild, unpredictable journey, and no matter what I do, it never seems to be enough. I'm told to accept what is, to embody my soul, to smile and keep going, without any real control over my life or how it will unfold, or if it ever will. How long will people stay in denial before finally asking? How much longer will this last? How much longer will I be on this journey that feels like it's leading nowhere? Why do some people claim they've made it, that they've balanced everything, that their twin has returned, while so many others are still waiting, still trying to make sense of it all? Why do some say this journey is the best thing that ever happened to them, while others are forced to do the deep inner work, facing every fear, healing every wound, learning to trust the unknown, to trust God in their soul, to surrender completely to whatever arises, all without any sense of control? Soul versus ego, the true mandate. And yes, in case you're wondering, everything I've said comes from the ego, because the soul doesn't care. The soul doesn't care that a person has needs, that they long for support, that they want to have children. It doesn't care that they want to belong, to be part of a community, to succeed, to fulfill their dreams, like everyone else. The truth is, twin flames didn't come here to live a matrix life. And I don't say this to trigger anyone or to judge. It's simply an observation. Many who are happy being a twin flame in separation might still be operating from the ego, believing they're in control, rather than asking the deeper questions. Why? Why am I still in physical separation? Am I truly doing the inner work to come into union? Or am I still living within the matrix, guided by the collective mind. Why would I meet my twin, feel such a deep connection that I can't let them go, and yet still be unable to come into physical union, which is supposed to be the ultimate goal? It's not about staying in endless separation, waiting and hoping that one day things will change, because the truth is they won't. This journey is an energetic dance. There's a reason our twin came into our life and activated us, not so we could sit alone and wait, but so we could do the inner work needed to align with our soul, to fulfill what our soul came here to do. It's not about endlessly waiting or pretending to be grateful while still remaining in physical separation. Of course, I'm not God, and I don't know what another soul's path may be. I was simply guided to share this. For those who hear it, perhaps it will awaken something within, especially for those who keep saying how happy they are, because in truth that's still an ego statement. It doesn't come from the soul simply is. It's pure energy. It doesn't feel happiness or sadness, it just exists. The same is true when twin flames come into union. No words are needed, because they simply are. One energy, one being. That is what we're truly trying to manifest. The union of the soul, not a relationship within the matrix. Because that's not what the twin flame journey is about. Why else would we be on this journey for so long, and yet nothing has changed? Waiting for something to shift on the outside without first transforming within is pointless. Nothing will ever change that way. I hope I didn't upset anyone by sharing this. If it resonates with you, that's wonderful. And if it triggers you, even better. Because there's no real growth on this journey without being triggered. It's a blessing in disguise. So wake up, twin flames. Remember who you are and why you came here. If you don't like what I said and your ego is upset with me, that's okay too. Just move on and listen to someone who tells your ego what it wants to hear. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Share how you feel about this journey, your experiences, your lessons with others in this beautiful soul community. Let's keep this space kind, respectful, and full of light. May your commitment to inner truth light the way for us all. The time for passive waiting is over. The time for radical transformation is now.